All right. Boy, it's been so long since I've done this, and unlike the play, I'm not dressed like a mortician, so I feel very uncomfortable up here. All right, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome Zoomers, welcome guests, new people. I'm Scott. I'll be your host for the next couple of minutes or so. We always start our service out by an acknowledgement on the land, an acknowledgement of the land on which we are located. So, the Eureka Center for Spiritual Living acknowledges that the land on which we gather is the ancestral territory of the Wiyot peoples. This territory extends to the communities through most of Humboldt County, and we honor the Wiyot peoples today. Okay, as always, we're going to start out with a song, and fortunately it is led by Donna, not by me.
Nice up-tempo, guys. Here we go. Please stand.
Each other. We will start out with the affirmation that you see on the top of the screen, and we're in December, so take the time for the second half. Poor Angelica, she writes these out, and then those of us who are up here just plain ignore it. I apologize on behalf of all of us. But anyway, just walk over to somebody, greet them, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Joyous December, glad you're here, whatever it might be, just a greeting of joy. But together we will all say, we are a welcoming community where the vibration of love lifts us, the wisdom of the ages inspires us, and the science of mind teaching empowers us. Go greet somebody with joy. No, not at all. I'm sorry. Here, I'll go to the I'll ask the question though. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I think it's the 15th, but I can't attest to that.
Well, I'm glad I haven't missed it yet,
Yeah.
which I often do.
Good morning. Thank you for all you've done. All righty. If you're going to continue to be joyous, this is just not going to work. The schedule for the week is up, as you can see, and I apologize. I've been gone the last couple of weeks. I was not aware that this was the sweater day or what have you, that we were supposed to wear holiday garb. I am wearing my reindeer underpants. The problem with them is the antlers are just killing me. So, all right. It's just, I apologize for that. I wasn't, actually my wife said, you need to stay home, because I've been just like burning the candle at three ends, and I really wanted to be here. Point of personal privilege was to say thank you. After the showing on Friday night at the theater, I'm very indebted. I'm very grateful for all of the people who showed up, despite, like I said, the comments about, you look like a mortician on stage. And somebody said to me, the puppets were amazing, but you didn't do much. So. Excuse me?
Did they create those?
Yeah, the puppets were created by.
They were amazing.
Yes, the puppets were, for those of you who were there, they were like 8 foot tall puppets, and one of them was like 10 feet wide, run by anywhere from 2 to 4 people, and it was created by the woman who played Mrs. Cratchit. Wow. So yeah, we actually had hired a puppet maker, and he flaked, and she said.
They came out way better.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they were, and really, the puppets were amazing. So it's been a fun run, and thank you very much.
There were strings attached.
What was that? There were. Yes, there were strings attached to the job. But thank you for all the kind comments. This, of course, is December. A couple of holiday comments about. First of all, the question was asked of me, and I don't know, when does Hanukkah start?
The 14th.
Tomorrow.
14th. Okay, it starts the night of the 14th for the 15th.
Always the night.
Yeah, I knew it was the night, I just didn't know. Okay, wonderful. So there's the answer to the question, the 14th. There are a couple, I figured, there are other countries that do holidays too, and I just got a couple that I found very unusual. So I just wanted to share them. On December 25th in Peru, they celebrate Takanakai, and I'm sure I'm destroying it, but it's on Christmas Day. Communities gather for a festival where people settle grudges by fist fighting. This is true. I'm suddenly channeling my grandmother. This is true. After the fight, opponents hug and move into a new year with a clean emotional slate and several bruises. In Maine, early in December, there is the Skiing Santas celebration. Hundreds of people dressed as full costume Santas swarm the ski slopes in an avalanche of red velvet beards and questionable balance. In Austria, December 5th, which was 2 days ago, Austria, Germany, and Central Europe, there is Krampusnacht. Krampus, the horned anti-Santa, storms the streets. This is so much the spirit of the holidays, I'm sure. Storms the streets to scare misbehaving children straight. Well, there's a twisted holiday for you. In Iceland, there's something called, and I have no way I'm going to get this one out, Jola Koturin, which stands for the Yule Cat. Beware the enormous mythical cat that eats everyone who did not get new clothes for Christmas. And finally, on December 23rd in Oaxaca, Mexico, it's the Night of the Radishes. One of the world's most oddly specific festivals, skilled carvers sculpt massive radishes into elaborate scenes, mythological creatures, nativity tableau, and entire villages. Displays last only hours before the radishes wilt. So there we go. That's what's going on around the rest of the world. As for what is going on here, you can see, and then we also want to thank if you helped in any way, shape, or form, if you donated, if you came and sorted, if you cleaned up, if you put flyers up, if you were here in any way, I would like you to, if you can, please stand, because I'd like to show everybody how many people came together to help this. Thank you. It was, and as always, an absolutely joyful event. It is our 5th year. The comments, Donna was asking me to show. Donna had found this little rocking elephant, wanted to make sure it went to a little kid, and it did, who was just overjoyed and delighted. We had a stuffed narwhal, I think this is what they're called, a whale with the horn. It was a rainbow horn, and there was a man, he was walking around looking at the stuffed animals. He had a little 1-year-old or so in his arms, and I said, this one's my favorite, and I held it up, and the look in this girl's eyes when she saw that, she grabbed it for dear life and would not let go. And there were so many of those. I was ambushed by a hug. I'm walking through somewhere and somebody comes behind me and just gloms on me and says, thank you so much. And for those of you who were there, you probably heard the comments too. So many people. There was one woman who was talking to us who has worked for the county due to the cutbacks. She's now receiving services from the county, and we were able to help her outfit her home. Just so many comments. We did good, and we did it well. And it's a real tribute to what we do. And you can see before and after what it looked like. And it is all clean. Yeah, we cleaned it up. We stayed and cleaned it up. And speaking of cleaned up, on the table under the window, there is all that is left. Please, if you see anything, lots of ornaments and various other items, help yourself. That's it. That's all that's left. And then Angelica will talk to the group that comes in later and say that they can take what is left after that. And then we have a group who reached out, and if I remember correctly, they grow food for people, and I forget what they're called, unfortunately, and then I will coordinate with the woman tomorrow who will pick up the rest, and she said she would like to be part of this for next year and would like to donate food to people. So this is going to get bigger and bigger. Where is the core council? You're the president. Okay, so I just need to let you know, by next year we need a bigger building, so put that on the agenda. All right. But just a joyful thing to be part of. There's no downside to it. It's just wonderful. Speaking of wonderful things that we do, Bridge House Christmas. Bev, did you want to say something?
This weekend was amazing, totally amazing. And don't bring me any more wrapping paper. I was at the doors going out with people, do you need some wrapping paper? Take a roll of wrapping paper. We had wrapping paper like you wouldn't, and bows and tables, just amazing. Anyway, there's only like 4 rolls of wrapping paper left out there. I was totally amazed. All right. Bridge House, next week Sunday is the last Sunday to bring in your gifts, okay, that you purchased. Now, if anyone still hasn't gotten a tag and would like to, there's some left on the tree out in the foyer. Make sure if you choose a tag that you let me know which one you got. Come see me and I'll list it. You have the week to go ahead and find something that's on the tag. And we are going, don't wrap it, keep the tag, put it in with the gift. We're having a wrapping party on the 19th, which is a Friday, before Christmas at 1 o'clock, and we're gonna meet here. So I think I've covered it all. Bridge House, you all know what it is. It's a program. They Bridge House is one facility that packed Parents and Children in Transition is the name of the parent over that, and then it's RCAA. They bring kids and families off the streets, help them get a home, help put the parents through school if they want to, find jobs, and eventually get them back into their own place. So we're supporting 18 children this year, just so y'all know what it's about. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
This Saturday, the men's group continues. If you identify as a male, come join us. It's a group of camaraderie and friendship. Membership. Every year, this center, as opposed to just having a membership and it goes forever and then we don't really know who's on the list. Angelica likes to collect, every year we like to sign up to be a member, and are the forms still over? Okay, so the forms are over there by the lovely and talented James. So please pick one up, fill it out. It also asks for approximately how much you can donate so that the Core Council can help figure out their budget for the coming year, especially since they'll be buying a new building. And you put down a number, don't worry if you don't hit it. It's not like a collection agency's knocking at your door if you didn't make it. And conversely, go over it if you can, because the center needs the support. So fill out one of those forms, please. And next week, Angelica will be welcoming our new members. Did I read that right? I did. Okay. Moving forward, the practitioners, if you would like to meet with a practitioner, all of us are here today. Myself, Edward, always dressed so demurely, Susan, Michele. We will meet with you afterwards if you'd like to talk, if you want somebody to talk to, just for whatever reason. That's why we are here. We're glad to do so. Another way that we help this, we really do help this community a lot, which is not to say we can't do more, and it's not to say, oh, look how great we are, but we're pretty cool. I like how there's so many different projects that we do. This is just a small one, but it is the little pantry, and it does feed our community. If you can donate food, especially non-perishable with Pop-Tops, please donate it. On Mondays, Walk and Awe is here to if you can bring a bunch, she will split it up and put it out in the pantry. All right, I think that's it for the announcements. We will move forward. Our new theme for this month, let me tell you, this was a tough one to figure out because anytime I put pilgrimage to try and get images, it was always I believe it's called the Hajj, the pilgrimage, where Muslim people who celebrate Islam or Muslim go to Mecca. And it just didn't quite work. And then I said, Angelica, I'm stuck. She said, what about a rainbow type sidewalk? And then it just cleared up. So as we end our year on our theme, this is our theme for December, celebrating the pilgrimage.
So is the rainbow going to Mecca?
Excuse me?
Is the rainbow going there?
Going to Mecca.
The rainbow is going to Mecca. So anyway, next year we will have a new theme, as you started to see on the memberships, and we'll get those going. But now what's going to happen is Donna's going to come up here. She, again, is going to lead us in a song. No, wait. Yeah, that's right. And then, no, go sit down. And then Michele will do the moment of peace, and then Angelica will do the message. Okay, I'm out of here.
I invite you to rest comfortably, take a deep breath. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me and you. The peace that we've been waiting for is living now within us. We have the power to be true. Peace as a reality is here today as me and you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. The peace that we've been waiting for is living now within us. We have the power to be true. Peace is a reality. It's here today in me and you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference. We are the difference. We are the difference, just me and you.
I love this month's theme on pilgrimage. It's really great. And I was looking for a reading that would be perfect, and I was reading a book about walking, and there were some great things in there. But in the end, I settled on a Louise Hay affirmation, which I really liked. And it seems to apply to the message. So I'll read this affirmation, and then we'll have a few moments of silence, and then Jackson will play us into the main part of the service. Reverend Angelica lent me, Healing Your Body by Louise Hay. And it's just, I've never actually read that book before. I've read snippets of it, but or You Can Heal Your Life. And it's a really great book. So she has all these different affirmations in there. And this one I really liked. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Each one of us, myself included, experiences the richness and fullness of life in ways that are meaningful to us. I look at the past with love and choose to learn from my old experiences. There is no right or wrong, nor good or bad. The past is over and done. There is only the experience of the moment. I love myself for bringing myself through this past into this present moment. I share what and who I am, for I know we are all one in spirit. All is well in my world.
I can feel its mighty power and its grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this
And yes, God is in this place. God is within each and every one of us, is within all beings, coming together in this connectedness that we are. And I know this morning, as Reverend Angelica speaks to us about pilgrimage, that we are all on a pilgrimage, this pilgrimage called life. And as we move forward, we learn from our mistakes. And we move forward towards the light and the peace and the love that we all are, just allowing it to fill us and flow through us and out into the world. And I know as we do this that it all makes a difference. And as we come together as one, that power is magnified. And I know that that energy that moves forward from this congregation into the community is great. And I look forward to just hearing the words that are spoken today and knowing that they uplift us even more than we are now. And so I allow this service to unfold in its right and perfect way. And so it is.
There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this
And now welcome to the podium, Reverend Angelica.
Thank you, Michele and Jackson. That was very good. Good way to start things out. So before I begin my talk, I wanted to thank everybody I know that Scott already thanked you, but I want to thank everybody that worked on our event. I heard so many wonderful stories and comments, and it was so heartwarming to know that we could do this. And I swear, I went out, and the line was way out past the parking lot, and the fire marshal has told us we could only have 25 people in at a time. And so I walked out, and I was greeting people and talking to people and stuff, and almost every single one of them said, "Thank you so much for doing this." And Scott and I talked yesterday about maybe making this an event that CSL centers all over the United States could do. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm going to write them tomorrow and tell them all about it. So, my talk this morning is called Footprints of the Heart, or What the Journey Taught Us. We have been on a spiritual journey all of this year. And I don't know about you, but I know for myself that I've continually grown because of what our themes have been every month. In fact, as I was preparing this talk, I had to ask myself, what has this year brought into my heart? And what has this journey taught me? Well, there's so many things, for me, I mean, my journal probably has 5 pages answering these 2 questions. It's a small journal, though. But you know, we can't answer these questions all at once because spiritual insight is a quest. It's a journey, it's an adventure. And lots of times it shows up slowly. And sometimes Spirit whispers through something simple. So I was thinking about this idea of simple, and I remembered something. Has anybody been down to the little restaurant on King Salmon called Falafel Love? Oh my God, they are so good. And the people in there have this loving energy, this warmth. You walk in and you're greeted, and it's a fun thing. Well, I like going across King Salmon and walking out to the water after I have my lunch usually. And a while ago, I got this thing about letting go of my shoes. Just take off my shoes and walk in the sand, you know, and feel the earth. And I'm looking at all this beauty all around me. And so somebody had brought their dogs. And there's these dogs just prancing in there and running down to the water and, you know, running back and having a good time. And I happened to notice that I could see dog footprints really well, you know, along the sand. And so I looked back to see my own footprints. And, you know, they weren't as clear as the ones that the dogs had. And in fact, what they looked like was soft, foot-sized impressions, right? They weren't perfect, but they were there. And it came to me that, again, this is what our spiritual journey is like. We imagine that our progress is going to be really obvious, right? Really dramatic. That's what I keep thinking, you know? But in truth, what remains is the essence of every step, not the detail, not the precision, but the impact of it. So the dunes didn't hold my exact footprint, but they held an impression of my walking. So I thought about what imprints did we have in this past year? Perhaps we had an imprint of kindness, an imprint of courage, an imprint of choosing love when fear might have been easier, an imprint of spiritual growth, even through difficulty. And so to me, these are the footprints of the heart. And as I looked at them, I realized that they have 3 things or impressions on me that I'm going to share with you. So my first impression was that every step is sacred. Every step we make, even the uneven ones, are sacred. You know, when you think about it, a year doesn't unfold in a straight line. In fact, it seems to have jigs and jags and sometimes smooth places, and you know, it's different all the time. Sometimes you feel like you're slogging through mud. You know, sometimes you feel like you've wandered off the path altogether. You know, and yet each step that we've taken last year and every year has changed us a little bit. And each has challenged us. It's challenged our spiritual muscles. And that's what I like about our teaching. I've been in this teaching, I've been a minister for 40 years, and then I had all my classes and everything before that, so I've been in this teaching a long time. And yet still, I feel like it's new. I'm constantly learning something. I'm constantly increasing my consciousness. And so what I know is that we get challenged along the way. We have a lot of little joys that open our heart along the way. And every quiet moment that you spend in prayer or meditation has a big effect on it. So that's my first lesson. Every step is sacred. My second one was that heart prints are more important than footprints. So the material things that we did last year, the events we attended, the responsibilities we filled, etc., are very important. And yet, the heart prints, the feeling tone we carried throughout, the consciousness we brought with us, the love that we offered, that is more important than anything. That's one of the things I heard yesterday, about people could feel the warmth and the love that our center has. So when I was thinking about that, I thought, people might forget what we did, but they will always remember how we made them feel. And in fact, consciousness remembers, as our consciousness evolves, we remember how we made ourselves feel. So the universe responds not to our busyness, but to our beingness. Our beingness, to the quality of our inner life, to the imprint of our hearts. And my third one was, wait a minute, I feel like I missed one. Hold on a minute. Was awakening happens slowly and then suddenly. And you know where I got this one from? Tomorrow, December 8th, is a day when a large part of our planet celebrates Bodhi Day. And if you want to know what Bodhi Day is, it's when it commemorates the time that Siddhartha Gautama, who became the Buddha, finally awakened. He sat under a Bodhi tree for 49 days. 49 days in meditation. And while he sat beneath this tree, it said that Mara, the Lord of Illusion, appeared with a whole array of temptations and terrors. It's not like the demon in the Western sense, though. It's the embodiment, Mara is the embodiment of fear and doubt and distraction, etc. The illusion of separateness. And when I was studying that, looking that up last night, I saw this. These visions that Buddha had came in 3 waves. The first wave was the temptation of desire. Mara sent his daughters to come in and distract him out of what he was trying to do, to pull Siddhartha out of the stillness that he was trying to accomplish. And then, of course, I turn everything metaphysical. So to me, that meant that not every distraction looks harmful. Some appear pleasant, comforting, or flattering, but they still tear the mind away from spiritual awakening. The second wave that he had was the attack of fear. Mara sent terrifying armies, storms, weapons, all illusions, but Siddhartha remained unmoving, untouched. The weapons turned to flowers before they reached him. So metaphysically, I saw that fear appears powerful, but it's powerless against a mind anchored in truth. And our courage transforms fear into beauty, just like the weapons that became blossoms. The third wave my paper's sticking together. The third wave was the challenge of doubt. So finally, Mara questions Siddhartha's right to awaken. What do you think you are, Mara says. Whose authority do you have to seek enlightenment? What do you think you are? Whose authority do you have to seek enlightenment? And Siddhartha responded to those questions by touching the earth. And it is said that the earth roared, "I am his witness." So when I looked at that, I thought, the universe knows who we are, even when doubt tries to convince us otherwise. Because when you've been doing your studying, I'm sure that you've asked yourself, who am I to think that I'm God? When I first heard that, years and years ago, I thought, no way, I'm not that. But then as I kept studying and realizing that what God really is a divine energy that is the source and substance of absolutely everything that there is, that means that God doesn't fill up the whole room and everybody else, and then when it gets to me, carves out a little box so that I'm alone. So one of the things I get in Buddhist teaching and in our teaching, etc., and I want to remind you that Ernest Holmes studied every world religion that was popular during his time and took what he thought were the golden threads and made the science of mind, which is what we teach. And there's another story, some of you have heard it before, but when I was in Hawaii, living in Hawaii, we started an interfaith group. Now on the Big Island, there's a Hongwanji, a Buddhist temple, almost on every corner. There's more of those than there are churches. And a young man came to one of our meetings, and he was a new leader of one of the Hongwanjis. And he started asking me, well, what is this thing called religious science? I've never heard of that before. And I started telling him a little bit, and finally he goes, do you have a book I could read? And I said, sure, I could get you a book. And he says, well, I'd want to read the basic teaching. And I said to him, well, you know, the book that has our basic teaching is like this thick. And we use it during classes. And he goes, that's okay, I'll read it. He comes back to our meeting the next month and he said, you didn't tell me Dr. Holmes was a Buddhist. One of the things that I'm getting and have gotten in this past year is that enlightenment is not a step. Buddha sat under the tree for 49 days. 49 must mean something metaphysically, but I didn't find that one yet. But the idea that we think, oh, I'm going to take this class and then I'm going to be there, right? I'm going to be it. I'm going to be enlightened. Well, no sooner do you get enlightened, what I've seen in my own life is that enlightenment is like a stairway. You get so far and you get to a landing and you don't see any more stairs and you're going, woohoo, I'm enlightened. And then this whole new stairway appears. You got to keep going and keep going and keep going.
Do you have a definition for enlightenment?
No, do you?
Yes.
What is it?
When I got my mantra from my guru 25 years ago, I asked him that question. And he says, when you don't feel like you need or want anything, I really liked that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think we have such a materialistic, capitalistic culture to not always be like, I want that, you know? So I really liked that.
I still have that capitalistic culture. I mean, I saw a lot of things that I wanted yesterday. I only took a few things. Guess what? They all had cats on them. So for those of you who are on Zoom, Lori said that when she first had her guru, she asked him, what is the definition of enlightenment? And he said, when you don't want anything anymore. What? Wait, what did you say again, Lori? You don't want or need anything anymore.
I have a question for Lori. Did you want enlightenment?
Rick just asked Lori if she wanted enlightenment.
You can't even want that, Rick.
Okay. So the Buddha basically stayed present as much as he possibly could, even with all these distractions that Mara was giving him, etc. And that to me means that it seems like for us that the world is definitely distracting us constantly. And yes, because we want to buy that, we want to buy this, the ads on TV are going, buy me. Right now, I can't believe how many emails I'm constantly deleting because it's all about buying stuff, right? Or text or whatever. So what I know is that as we've moved along this path, we've had our own awakenings in small ways. So we had moments when clarity came. We had moments when forgiveness broke through. We had moments when peace touched us unexpectedly. And moments when love, true, deep, spirit-centered love, felt more real than fear. And if we were to look at the footprints, our footprints of this past year, they would not be clear outlines. They would be softened impressions. You might think, I became more patient. I learned to breathe before responding. I trusted more than I feared. I opened my heart again. I remembered who I am. And these are the true markers of spiritual progress. These are the footprints of the heart. And so I want you to close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to put your hand or your hands on your heart. Allow yourself to take a slow, deep breath in and let it out. Exhale slowly. And take another deep breath in and exhale slowly. And then this question comes to mind. What footprint has my heart been leaving this year? Don't allow yourself to analyze it. With your next breath, just allow a word or an image or a feeling tone to float up. Whatever appears is sacred. It's holy. Whatever appears is yours. And take another slow, deep breath. And exhale. And let's go into treatment or prayer, affirmative prayer. I recognize that all there is the divine. All there is spirit. And so I celebrate spirit with every fiber of my being. I know that it is constantly with me, with every step I take. It is nurturing me, it is blessing me, it is guiding me. And as I speak these words in the first person, I know I'm speaking it for all of us so that we can take it in and embody it. And how grateful it is, we are, to be able to remember the truth of us, the truth of life itself. All there is God. All there is this divine energy that is infinitely intelligent and unconditionally loving, that is supporting us, if we'll allow it to, every step of the way. So I know that as we review 2025 and all the things that we've talked about on the Sundays, or learned about in classes, or read about, meditated about, prayed about, all these things have been steps on a path of love. And that love is the energy that is, as I said before, the source and substance of absolutely everything that there is. There is nothing but spirit. And so I bless us on this path. I know that this path continues to get better and better. This path is about self-love and about loving everything. And so we do that. We allow ourselves to know who we are. And we remember there is a power for good in this universe that is absolutely willing for us to use it. And so we create more love, more compassion, more good with every breath, with every step. And we're grateful. We're so grateful. And so it is. Thank you, Jackson, for the music behind the treatment. And Anna is our musician this morning, so let's give her a hand.
Whoopee!
Whoopee!
Ho, ho, ho.
Where's that bell?
Well, all of our, check, all of our, look.
Speaking two places at once is a challenge here. Conversations at home.
Da 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 da. Oh, that could be it. There. Oh, thank you. Excuse me for all that. All of the fables, and like comic strips and tankas and illustrated amazing clouds full of flying angels and stuff, are teaching stories. And I particularly like the one Good King Wenceslas. First time I heard it, it was a wonderful recording that I paid attention to. It was the McGarrigle sisters, 3 Canadian sisters, that sing it like a beautiful ethereal thing. And then the next time I really noticed him was when I was in Prague on the Charles Bridge is the statue of King Wenceslas, and he's bending down to let the poor out of prison. Okay. And then, because my mom studied Tibetan Buddhism all her life, or 50 years of it, I thought it was interesting that this story talks about him going out in a blizzard with his manservant or his page to feed a poor man in a blizzard. And the page is freaked out and freezing, and King Wenceslas says, "Walk in my footprints and you'll be warm." That's the Tibetan Tumo meditation practice. And Prague is on the Silk Road, so this guy had access to all these amazing tantric teachings of India. And so there's history, geology, culture, and spirituality. My favorite. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the, you can sing along, on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even, brightly shone the moon at night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Poor SOBs out there freezing to death. Hither, page, and stand by me, if thou knowest, tell it. Yonder peasant, who is he? Where and what his dwelling? Sire, he lives in godly pens, underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, poised at Agnes Fountain. Well, I think I looked up what Agnes Fountain was, but I can't remember it. I don't know if it was in Prague or not. Bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. You and I shall see him dine when we bear them thither. Page and monarch, forth they went together. Through the rude wind's wild lament and the bitter weather. Sire, the night is darker now, and the wind grows stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how, I can go no further. Mark my footsteps, my good page, tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find the winter rage, freeze thy blood less coldly. In his master's step he trod, where the snow lay dented. Heat was in the very sod, where the saint had printed. Therefore everyone be sure, wealth or rank possessing, you who now shall bless the poor, shall yourself find blessing. There you go. And you did.
Thank you, Anna. As always, delightful. Let us move forward with the sharing of our gifts. We will have the plates being passed along, and put whatever you can in it. If you cannot put money in, or for that matter, even if you can, always put in love and gratitude and joy, because that too is an energy that's going to go out into our community. So as the plates are moved around, the band will play, but first we will say, I gratefully give from the fullness of my abundance, knowing my gift blesses this center, all in it and beyond, and so it is.
What we're going to do is called a round. Do you ever row, row, row your boat when you're a kid? Okay, so you're going to hear lots of different songs. You might want to pick one out and sing along, and then it'll change. It's going to be interesting.
Close up, please. All right. As we accept these gifts, we do it with gratitude, knowing that all of the universe, all of everything is simply energy. And that energy responds to whatever we put in it, and we put into it not only these great gifts, but we put in gratitude, we put in joy, we put in kindness, and we put in the knowledge that all is unfolding exactly as it needs to and beyond our greatest expectations. And for that we are grateful, and we release these words into the law of mind, knowing that they are already happening, and together we say, and so it is. Thank you. Okay, a reminder that in the other room, this is the first Saturday. things just come out. I don't have any gates in there. This is the first Sunday of the month, so it is the potluck Sunday. There's a lot of food out there. Please help yourself. There are, of course, what is left over from our giveaway. Please help yourself, especially if you want to give it to somebody else. And there it is birthday Sunday. So this is the first Sunday in December. Interesting for me, today is what, the 7th? Yeah, a week from yesterday would have been my mother's 100th birthday. And it just kind of crossed my mind. She's unfortunate, she's not around in that plane anymore, but the thought crossed my mind. It's also Dick Van Dyke's 100th birthday. So, Burl, do you have flowers that you were going to be? Okay, so if December is your birthday, Mom, I'm speaking to you. If December is your birthday, please stand so we can sing off-key and loudly happy birthday to you. And we can give you flowers. Okay, and together we will sing, please. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Burl? Birthday. Happy birthday to you.
What fun. Talking about December, we are going to do a Christmas brunch here at the center for anybody that isn't going anywhere else. So if you would like to come, it'll start at 11 o'clock. There's a sign-up sheet over there. And the last few years, I've given you an amount and said, buy a gift, blah, blah. This year I decided that instead of buying something new, we should give something recycled. So bring a gift, but it needs to be recycled, right? Something that you like, maybe, but you don't need anymore or whatever.
And be prepared to have it stolen.
Prepared to have what?
It's stolen.
Oh, yes, we play that game where you steal in it, the white elephant game, yeah. It's quite fun.
Scott's reindeer underwear.
I shall donate my reindeer underpants. Okay, that is an image we really did not need to end today with. So what we would like is somebody to read our community statement of inclusion, and then Donna will step forward yet again to lead us joyously in the peace song, which will be on that screen over there. So if you're not familiar with the peace song, stay over by this side and you'll be able to read the words. Do we have somebody who, especially if you haven't done it before, let me first see if there's anybody who hasn't done it. Oh, wonderful. Come forward, please, from the back of the, I can't see who I'm speaking with. Is that Annie? Oh, wonderful. Welcome home. Welcome back.
Thank you. Nice to be
Okay,
here.
so you will read this, and then Donna will come up and sing the song, or lead the song. That's Donna.
Yeah, I do. I'm so happy to see everybody here.
We're happy to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We, the Eureka Center for Spiritual Living, are a community that celebrates diversity, fosters inclusion, champions inner work, and creates space for brave, vulnerable conversations. We are a community that honors the unique emanation. Okay. of God, that each person embodies and advocates with people for human rights and dignity for all. Amen. We are a community that blesses each other, sees sacredness in all life, remains learners and listeners, so we may grow together and understand that oneness is not sameness. We know our beloved community is revealed more fully when we love each other well. Rick invited me here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Please stand, join a circle, and we'll sing the peace song together. And I remind you, if you'd like to sing On December 21 in the ensemble, we will rehearse right after service today and then run off to potluck. Or we can adjust that as needed.